Hey everybody, here's a Patreon episode that I unlocked for you. It's fun. Me and Deborah argue about my eating habits mostly, and I think you'll like it if you can spare it. If you can go to patreon.com/sitdownpod, and if you want to support the show on Patreon, $5 a month gets you a show every single day, 6 days a week, unless except for the days I'm doing the regular show. And thank you very much, and God bless, and holiday greetings to you and yours. Thanks. I'm going to say something that maybe you're not going to like.
All right.
I think you're the reason I have a bad diet. Because let me just make a point, and then you can respond to it.
And you're going to let me respond, right?
Of course.
Okay.
Because you know when I'm trying to like eat healthy and cut back on junk food, and I think you kind of have like a thing in you where you might not realize it or not, but you're like the mean girl at the lunch table who knows that her friend's trying to lose weight, and she's like, I know, but Jennifer, seriously, like you've been doing so well with your diet. Just have like one cookie.
Yeah, I mean, I could understand how and why you feel that way, and because you have an external locus of control. So like everything that happens in your life is due to external factors, and you are not to blame. Meanwhile, if there's anything in the house, you overindulge. I got ice cream because I would like to just have a little bit of ice cream.
Right.
At the end of after dinner.
But see, what I'm saying is,
and
I don't know
you're
why.
pressuring me to have 2 ice creams because you want to have the rest of it, and you won't even let me. Like, what if I could have?
Because I want to eat them up, so it's out of the house.
But what if I wanted an ice cream for 3 days every day after dinner, just a small ice cream? But I can't.
I don't know why.
Because you are a savage.
I don't know why you don't like buy a freezer and then disguise it as a coat hanger. Here's what you should do. If you loved me, you
will ransack it like a bear that stumbled upon a campsite.
Here's what you would do. Here's what you would do if you loved me and actually cared about my goals. What you would do is you would buy a mini freezer, and then you would put a pile of dirty clothes on top of it. You would hide the mini freezer.
You love laundry.
So you would have your own mini freezer.
You would find it.
You would find another way to hide the mini freezer.
I tried to hide my cookies in my box of underwear. You found it.
But to my credit, Deborah brought home a bag of cookies, and I said, "You have to hide these for me." So she hid them in a box of underwear. We keep our underwear in boxes in this house. We're kind of minimalist, and we just go to home. We don't have furniture. We just have Home Depot boxes all over the house.
Right.
And
we did just.
I said, "You got to hide these from me." And thank you for taking the joke and then bringing seriousness into it, because every comedy podcast needs something like that.
You're welcome.
I
can't be having people thinking I'm a savage for the sake of your jokes.
So she brought home some cookies, and I said, "You got to hide these from me now." And I did find them, because she's also like a mean girl where she's like, "Oh, okay, yeah. Jennifer wants us to hide the snacks, but like let's put them right where she finds them, so she has to eat them, and then you like enjoy watching your friend get fat."
Maybe Jennifer needs some self-control.
I have self-control.
No, you don't. You don't have.
See
any.
now, see that's not fair, because now what you're doing is you're gonna demonize me.
But remember earlier,
I'm admitting that it's a weakness.
Okay.
I'm admitting that it's a weakness. Be quiet.
Food shame you. Be quiet.
I'm admitting.
I can kill you.
No, you won't. I'll kill myself. I'll kill myself before you kill me.
Anyone's getting killed by anyone. I'm killing you.
No, I'm gonna kill myself.
No.
Wouldn't that be funny? Like you're afraid that you did something bad to your wife, so you just blow yourself up with a suicide vest.
No, that's bad.
Okay, so anyway,
I'd be like that 911 call when the woman is like, "Come get my
We've talked about that on the show, right?
Killed himself. And I'm gonna fucking kill him again.
Should we find that clip?
No, because it's gonna take too long.
I need an ambulance here because my husband has committed suicide. And I think he was a cop, which I mean that's probably for the best.
Yeah, I will stop that.
It's good when pigs
I don't want
kill.
to joke about it.
I love when pigs die. I fucking love when pigs die, man. Yeah,
She's
I
just
love
so mad.
looking
She's
at
like, now what the fuck am I supposed to do with this
Because
dead ass fucking body?
just some giant dead body, some 240-pound cop that you have to like get out of your garage.
He doesn't pick up his socks, and now this.
Right. I wonder why he killed himself, though. He must have not saw a way out.
He was not pleased with something. I mean, she wasn't all that pleasant.
Yeah.
But
well, you feel for her in the thing, but I don't know. He must have been going through something.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah.
You're trying to make me eat myself to death. I think
am
you know what I think.
not.
You know what? I'm just gonna say something else, and don't get mad. But I'm just gonna put this out there. I think you're after my money.
I don't know what noise it's made out of. Yeah, I'm after your money.
I think you want me dead because you know you'll get $1,600.
No, I'll get more when your grandmother passes away.
Right. Right. You know, I want you to have it, Deborah. Michael would have wanted it that way. And imagine imagine you kill me and then you get my grandmother's inheritance money, but then I come back as a ghost to haunt you.
That's fine. I'm not scared of you.
I just come back. I just come back and leave the cabinets open.
And I'll be like, yeah, well, same as the living.
Yeah. No, but you are literally, you're a mean girl. You're like,
I am.
oh my God, it's going to be so funny when Michael eats all this ice cream and gets fat.
I don't think that's
Michael,
accurate. But
Michael,
I can
no,
understand
seriously.
why
This is you. This is
you
you.
would think that.
Seriously, Michael, you need to have like more self-control. No, it's like really important. Like discipline is like really important. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this piece of pie and I'm gonna put it in front of you and I'm gonna leave the room.
Yeah.
Now don't be a little piggy.
Well, maybe you should participate.
Don't
in such
be a little
an
piggy.
exercise.
I know. No, I mean, look, you're not wrong.
I went to leave to go do teletherapy. You like massacred my box of cakes.
Here's the thing, honey. If it's in the fucking house, it's very hard for me to not consume it. Okay,
that's the root of now. This is progress.
No, because here's the problem.
You have a problem not consuming
Here's the problem.
That's the issue.
When I don't want to, I also don't like to waste food.
So
you're
wasted.
fucking annoying because you go into the bakery and you buy a box of cakes and just let it sit on the counter and you bring the cakes home. This is what happens. Let me finish. You bring the cakes home. Yes, let me finish. You bring the cakes home. You put the cakes on the counter. I go, all right, I'm not going to eat those cakes. Those cakes, I go, hold on.
No.
I go, those cakes aren't for me. They're not for me.
They weren't for you.
And they weren't for me, even though you bought them with my money.
You gave it to me.
Yeah.
We're married.
But I did pay for them.
It doesn't matter.
No. People need their own autonomy.
Legally, it's all ours now. You sign the papers. I have the document.
So how did that guy kill himself in his garage?
You don't have a garage.
You know, it'd be really funny though. I would if imagine like because we live in like a condo building now. Imagine I kill myself in the courtyard. I think most people would probably move out, or it would drive the value down of the property so much. It's like your last fuck you to your landlord as you hang yourself in his in the condo.
Right. But
you
so
hang
the cake
yourself
was haunting you while you were trying to work peacefully?
You know what I would do is I would rent like an air compressor, and I would put the air compressor in my mouth if I went to kill myself. I would put the air compressor in my mouth, and I would like attach it to my mouth, and I would just fill my body with air until I exploded.
So that you looked like
because it would be like a famous suicide.
Violet from
Willy
Violet,
Wonka.
you're telling Violet.
Yeah. I would just go and puff and puff and puff and puff until I exploded.
Is that possible?
Because then I don't know, but I would try to make it happen, or I would get my brother to help me, but I would freeze myself. I would freeze my body and then have him throw it off the roof, so I'd shatter into a million pieces.
Okay.
Because that would be like a fun suicide. You know.
Yeah.
And then, the next person who rented this apartment would get it for the price that we were originally fucking promised.
Yeah, I mean, those are all thoughts, but it's like, how much are you willing to sacrifice yourself?
Can we talk about our landlords for a second?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I guess no. Sorry. Here's the point. I don't want to get too off topic, but here's the point I want to make.
The cake was haunting you when you were trying to work.
You go to the.
I left for a half hour. I had one cake. I went into the room to do teletherapy.
Okay, that could be valid.
Who eats multiple cakes in one sitting? I don't know. I had 5 cakes for 5 sittings.
All right, that could be valid. but all right,
then I come back out.
Let me make a point.
Okay.
So a couple days ago, we go to the bakery. Deborah goes, I want something sweet. We go to the bakery. She comes back with a box of cakes, maybe like a 10 by 10 box.
I think we agreed on a cake, though.
A 10 foot by 10 foot box of cakes.
And then, yeah, I carried that much cake
on her back. No, like a 10-inch by 10-inch box of cakes. She had a little carrot cake, a molten cake, a bunch of different cakes from the bakery.
One was a pie.
One was a pie. Okay. So
little cakes.
So she's out. She's like, I want something sweet. She takes my wallet, which is fine. You look like you said, it's our money. She buys her cake. She brings it home. I'm looking at this box of cake, and I'm going, that's not for you. That's for her. That's for Deborah. Mm-hmm. It's not, it's don't you're not going to eat that. I go, you're not going to eat those cakes. This is not necessary. You don't eat cakes during the week. Okay. Yeah. So we get home, and now honestly, I forget how much time goes by, but I don't like to see food get wasted. And all I'm thinking, wait, let me finish this point. And all I'm thinking is that I'm in that box of cake is sitting on the table, and I'm just imagining those cakes getting staler and staler and staler. To the point. So it's like, so not only do I not like to waste food, I also don't like when food is consumed not at the optimal point.
Oh my God, you are making so many self-serving rationalizations.
No,
you
I'm not.
have a disorder.
No, I don't.
Yes, you are. Yes, you do.
I don't like the idea of a cake.
You're making all of this up.
Shut up, Deborah.
It sits in that fucking counter thing all day for multiple days.
I don't like the idea of a cake.
It would have been there to the end of the day had I gone an hour later or the day before.
That counter thing is refrigerated, though.
I don't think so.
I don't think they can. Well, the point is that I could tell. I could tell. I could tell the cake was getting stale.
It was not.
It was getting stale. It might have been a half hour.
It was a half hour.
It might have been a half hour.
And I got you the carrot cake knowing that you would likely be tempted, so I got you your own, but then had you decided, no, I am on a diet, I don't want to eat this.
Because you know I like carrot cake.
You've been talking about carrot cake. You keep watching YouTube videos on carrot cake. I was like, I don't even know if I like carrot cake. I'm going to get one. I'll try some. You didn't even leave me a bite.
See, I thought that you took a bite.
I know, that was you. You ate the whole thing.
Because I went to eat the carrot cake, and then I think I went to take a shit, and I came back, and I assumed that you had tasted the carrot cake.
See, now you also have like dementia. Like before we started
recording, dementia.
Or it's like it is like you're like it's selective dementia. Like you're creating your own reality to deal with the fact that you can't control your consumption of anything. So I decided, because Mike we shared an ice cream. Mike had a whole ice cream. He wanted more ice cream, so we shared
when was
the
this?
next one. I am
clarify.
going to speak just now.
Yeah.
So Mike had an ice cream. He didn't have enough ice cream. He wanted more ice cream. So I had to split the last ice cream with him so he can have more, which he rushed me into eating. I decided he had to wait 20 minutes, and then he waited 20 minutes. Thank God. Then I decided, you know what? I hid those cookies.
I'm not saying that I'm not a monster.
I hid those cookies. I'm going to go get some cookies. It's fine. I go into the box, and there's fucking one cookie and some crumbs. And I know...
But any rational person who hears this...
At least a sleeve. I come out and I said, did you find the cookies in the box and then eat them? What cookies? What box? I didn't eat any. And I was like, the cookies in the box in the bedroom, did you find them and eat them? no, I didn't have any of the
Any
cookies.
rational...
Wait. Then I said to you, are you sure? You're like, oh, yes, I found those cookies. I had one. I'm like, you didn't have one because there's only one left.
Because you act
You're
like a fucking homicide detective where you like sitting me on a desk shining a light in my eyes. Like
you're like, I had one or two cookies.
It's like the fucking it's like The Wire.
And then you go on about Jennifer.
I feel like a 14-year-old kid. I feel like a 14-year-old kid in the fucking Wire getting interrogated by McNulty and Daniels because I got picked up for
and then
possession.
Another thing I want to bring up.
Like, don't interrogate me. I don't like when you interrogate
soup.
me.
Did you not?
Yes, it was the best soup I ever.
It was
one of the
quite
best soups I ever
good.
made.
Do you get annoyed when I don't eat leftovers?
Yes.
Did I eat a lot of that soup?
I also threw, but
you didn't throw any. What did you throw?
I threw some of that soup away.
Why? Because you left it out all night.
Somebody didn't eat it.
No,
probably I left it out all night.
You left it out all night.
But I did eat a lot of that soup.
My point.
But I did the soup that I made that was very good that had quality ingredients in it. I made an effort not to throw it out. I was like, I'm not throwing any of this soup out. I threw a good amount of it out. I threw maybe 2 cups of that soup in the garbage.
So then you should have not left it on the
2
stove
or 3
all night.
cups. Yes, that was my fault.
You should have eaten it. My point is that I bought myself some mini saltine crackers so that I can enjoy this soup over a prolonged period of time. It is a large box of saltine crackers.
It's not that large.
It's large. It's the size of a cereal box. You ate a cereal-sized box of crackers.
I don't know why you're bringing that up.
Independently.
I don't know why you're bringing that up. No, it's not a cereal-sized box of crackers, you fucking liar.
Yes, it is.
You're so full of shit.
No, I'm not.
You're full of shit.
Cereal-sized box of crackers. And you ate them all. And here you are going on and on about how, like, food can't be wasted and make sure, like...
Food wasn't wasted.
Okay.
I ate that whole box of crackers.
Fine,
Fine, it was cereal-sized.
I wanted the crackers for the soup. And then I had to get a second box.
I'll get you another box.
No, that's always your excuse. And then you start pulling your Jennifer shit on me. Multiple boxes of crackers. Can't I just have one cracker box without it being consumed in 20 minutes?
If we're bringing up ancient history...
It was 2 days ago.
I have a little grievance with you then.
What is it? 2
I
days
had to
ago
do a
was
job.
ancient history?
I had to do a long moving job, I believe, to Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't remember if it was Chicago or Toledo. I think it was Chicago. So I'm doing this job. I'm moving this guy's stuff to Chicago. I'm driving to Chicago and then flying home. And Deborah goes, "Well, if you're going to be gone for 3 days, I would like you to make me something to eat." So I go, "All right." So I go because I'm going to Stop and Shop to get provisions for my move to Chicago. Mm-hmm. She goes, "Can you make me a chili?"
Yes.
I go to Stop and Shop. I get like 3 pounds of beef. A bunch of stuff. I spent a good amount of time making this chili.
Yeah, it was good. I ate it. What's happening?
She eats the chili. And she eats the chili while I'm gone. She freezes some of it. But this is why you can't be in charge of anything food related in this house. Because she ended up not freezing enough of it or eating enough of it. And she put so much chili in a glass bowl. And it sat there in the fridge for a pretty long time because she didn't freeze it. And eventually, after like 2 weeks, I had to throw the chili out. And I think I threw out maybe like 1.5 pounds. I'm not exaggerating. This is not hyperbole. I threw out like 1.5 pounds or 2 pounds of chili in that glass bowl with the red lid. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying. Nobody's perfect.
Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. And here's how you're not perfect in this story. Did you do any math?
What do you mean? It was your chili that you asked me to make.
But how many days were you gone?
3.
And how much do you think I consume in 3 days? Did you make 3 days worth of food? In terms of the amount that I
From what I remember, I was rushed. So it was essentially so wait a minute. So what you're saying is I have to buy all the ingredients for the chili, cook the chili, and then I also have to pack up the chili.
No, I didn't say pack it up. I'm just saying, why would you
make sure that you don't?
If you knew that we were also moving,
I think you're a blonde.
Why would you also make an excessive amount of chili? Like, why wouldn't
it wasn't excessive. A pack of ground beef comes in 2 different packages. You can get the big one or the small one. I got the big one. Okay,
so why didn't you get the small one? It was 3 days.
Because you would eat more chili in that.
No, I would not.
You would eat more than 1 pound of chili. Because it's good to make a lot of stuff and then freeze it.
Okay, so what I just ate it the other day with chips. It was good.
I threw out so much chili.
You're okay. Well,
and I was really sad because
I
worked hard. I worked
either.
hard on that chili.
Like, you put too much pressure on me. You make like 5 pounds of food, and you're like, "Why didn't you eat it?" Like, I don't eat.
I worked so
much.
hard on that chili.
Okay,
I put a beer in it and cooked that down.
It was good chili.
It was good chili.
Yeah, but like
I seasoned
you
it. I used one of my good.
burden of eating.
I used one of my good bay leaves.
Are you glad you got that out?
Yeah. I am.
I don't know, Mike. I don't know what to say to you. I can't eat 5 pounds of chili in 3 days.
You could have frozen it.
You came home, you didn't want to eat any of it. Like, you just put too much.
Yeah, it was bad. It's bad after 3 days. I got sick one time from eating chili in my. I got sick.
You just make this shit up.
I got sick from eating chili in my fridge.
Didn't. Yeah, one time Mike got a cold from fingering a girl who had a cold.
I did.
No, you didn't.
All right, let's wrap up and let's continue. To be continued, everybody. Join us tomorrow for the next part of the saga. And I'm going to release this as a regular episode eventually. So if you want to know what happened, if you want to know the story of me getting a cold from fingering a girl, which can absolutely happen.
Hell.
Shut up, Deborah. Join us tomorrow. Join us tomorrow or subscribe to the Patreon at patreon.com/sitdownpod, and I will see you later. Subscribe to the show if you're not already. Thank you. We got a baby coming. Thank you. Bye-bye.